Hello, my friends at North Shelby Public Library and Mount Laurel Public Library. I'm excited to present a weekly series of STEM snippets to you this summer. The first STEM snippet is about mirrors and light. I hope you enjoy it. Remember in Snow White, there was the wicked queen, the evil queen. And she was always looking in the mirror. She was always, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all? She was obsessed with that. Anyway, we're going to talk about light, mirrors, and reflection and do several activities together. You should have these supplies in your STEM kits. Some of them you'll also need to find around the house, but we intend to have a lot of fun and learn some science. Mirrors are shiny, smooth surfaces that reflect almost all the light that hits them. Light's return from a mirror is called reflection. When you look in a mirror, the light on you reaches the mirror and reflects from the mirror surface. Jedi Mickey Mouse's image is reflected back, retracing the path it traveled to get there. And in doing that, you see Jedi Mickey Mouse front to back. Wow! All right, now something that you can do at home. If you have an old CD, it has a very cool reflective surface on it. If you use a flashlight or take it out in the sunshine, you can take a white piece of paper, reflect the sun's rays or the flashlight light off of your CD, and it'll break up the spectrum and you can create rainbows. Let's have a look. All right, so without light, you couldn't have reflection. So let's do an experiment with light. So for this, I'm going to need a pair of scissors. I'm going to need a rubber band, a piece of plastic wrap. You want to make sure that this plastic wrap is translucent. That means light can pass through it. I also need a little bit of glue and an old paper roll and a flashlight. So those are my materials for this very simple, cool experiment. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this template of the Batman symbol. Okay, this was on your handout, so you'll need to cut this out. Now, it's kind of a bit of professional fine cutting, so if you feel confident, cut it out. Otherwise, have your grown-up help you with this. All right, let's cut out the Batman symbol. Okay, so that was exhausting, right? Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to glue my Batman symbol onto my plastic wrap. So let's do that now. I'll move this down so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just going to use this type of glue. Here's the deal. You may feel like, oh, I can use some Scotch tape and that'll make it so much easier. Here's the deal with the Scotch tape. It's not translucent, so it's going to mess up the experiment. So you're going to have to glue this. It really doesn't take much glue at all. I'm just going to put a little bit here, just like that, okay? And then I'm going to push it down onto my plastic wrap. There you go. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to take our paper roll and our rubber band. we're going to take our plastic wrap with our Batman symbol, and we're going to put it right in the center. You want it to look like this. And then we're going to take our rubber band and put it around here. This is just going to hold the plastic wrap in place, which is important for the experiment. Okay, so there we go. This is what we have. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to shine some light in this. And just like that. Looks pretty cool, right? But let's check it out in a room with very little light. Definitely a dark room is best, but we'll just try just a little less light and see if anything interesting happens. So let's give that a try. Okay, another fun thing you can do with light is make a homemade kaleidoscope. So what I'm going to use for that is I have an old piece of cardstock. You can also cut up a cereal box. Just going to use this to make a circle. The clear side is what I'm going for, the side with nothing on it. So just recycling, always a good thing. All right, you're going to need another paper tube. You're going to need Scotch tape, a ruler, some scissors, markers, and an old straw. All right, so you're also going to need, this is the most important, is a shiny Mylar sheet. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to make a circle on our paper. So let me put this down here so you can see. I'm just going to use the cup and just trace the circle. Just like that. And then we're just going to cut it out. There we go. All right, let's see what we need to do next. Our circle now and our scissors, and we're going to make just a little hole here in the center. Have your grown-up do this. You can also use a pencil for that. So just right in the center, just going to bring our scissors there and make a hole just like this. All right, so now we want to cut our Mylar sheet, and make sure that before you do this, you're going to practice with some leftover cardstock, even your cereal box, or just some regular paper. You're just going to practice cutting 4-centimeter strips because you want them to fit inside your tube. So this is a good thing to practice before you cut into your Mylar sheet, just so you don't waste that shiny paper, because you have to have that. All right, back to our circle with a hole in the middle. Now we're going to do some designs on this. Basically just kind of turning it into 3 equal segments. And whatever designs you want to do is great. You can also, by the way, paint or color the outside of your paper too. Always a fun thing to do. Give it that personal touch. All right, so let's decorate our circle. All right, we're almost there. So remember the hole you made in the center? You want to put your straw in there. Before you put the straw in there, we're going to cut the bendy end off of it. Make your straw a little bit shorter. It's going to look like this. All right, so let's make the hole in our circle just a little bit bigger here. All right, now our straw should fit in here just fine. Just like that. All right, so you want to take your tube with your Mylar inside, and you're going to tape the straw here just on the end like this. Let me get our Scotch tape. All right. I'm taping it kind of almost in the center here. You can take the tape off and kind of play with it a little bit. All right, and now I'm going to put the circle on the end. One thing you definitely don't want to do, you're going to be looking through this end, so make sure your straw doesn't go over that end because, you know, your eye. All right, here we go. That fits pretty nicely. So the idea is just for this to be able to turn like that. So we have a lot of extra straw. I'm going to cut just a little bit more of that off. So now it looks like this. All right, so now when I look through here, you look up here at the light. Oh, you know what? We'll go outside and try. Okay, let's check out our kaleidoscope in the light. I'm just going to look right through here and spin this around. I want to make sure that it looks super cool, that circle is completely covering